Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the shop, aka my driveway. So it seems the old man has run himself into a retaining wall, or nudged a retaining wall while he's backing up. So we have a very nicely bent tie rod end on this thing. Today we're going to go through replacing and just marveling at how awesomely bent this thing is, and hopefully get everything done without too much of a pain in the ass. So here we go. Let's get started. Appears as though a couple of these things took the liberty of loosening themselves up already. Real common to lose these things on these trucks, huh? Can't imagine why. And there's the culprit hanging out in there. Okay, so we're gonna zoom in a little bit on this guy so that you can really see the carnage. Well, that's got a nice squeak to it. There it is. Oh, look at that bad boy. Yeah, it's looking pretty bent. Definitely in the shape of a nice horseshoe. So we're gonna go through and take it off and replace it with some nice, shiny, new, relatively expensive tie rods for what it is. Let's do it. Alright, so let's grab our 21 mil and we'll see if we can't get this outer tie rod end to loosen up. And just like butter. We're going to do, because I don't feel like using a pickle fork on this, I'm just going to beat this one into submission with a BFH. There you go. Just pops off just like that. Done and done. Alright, now what we're going to do is turn the wheel the opposite direction. That way we can get access to the inner tie rod nut and remove it from the center link, or drag link, some people refer to it. So we can see here that we have one nut on the back here with a Zerk fitting for grease. So this one is a 24 millimeter, or at least that's the stock one. I'm not sure what the Moog part is, but 24 it is for this one. Jam that on there. Jam your gun on there, and hopefully this will zip off. And off she goes. Beauteous. We are more than halfway there. And off she goes. Or off she went. Here we can plainly see what happened with this one. It looks like a freaking wet noodle. So we're gonna replace it with this new Moog part and get it back in the vehicle. That's one hell of a bend right there, man. Moving along, here comes the setup. Oh, lock nut. Oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to match it up all the way, but we're going to pick something that's relatively close. That way we wind up with a semi-similar alignment to what came off of there. And we'll install our Zerk fittings. Alright, throw an adjustable wrench on that bad boy. Get your 24 back out. Let's tighten this thing up. There it is. Let's turn this back over. Get access to this nut here. And drop your cotter pin in there. Call it a life. Time for some pliers. And now we'll tighten this guy back up here. This one's 7/8 lock. And we'll call that a life right there. Hopefully it'll stay put until we get to the alignment shop. And then once we're at the alignment shop, this will be all done. And hopefully Pops doesn't run himself into another retaining wall and bend another one of these tie rods. Fortunately, it cost him $100 this time, just for these parts. But as you can see, the Northeast isn't friendly to a whole hell of a lot of stuff, so it's probably worth replacing anyway.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting